Hello my friends, this is Splish and I'm doing another Planetside 2 video. I thought it was time to check in since I have been busy doing some other stuff lately, both when it comes to YouTube and content creation regarding other games, but also in my life, privately you might say. Still, I come back to this game once in a while, or sometimes very often to be honest, which is not a bad thing, especially considering that it's a game that is now, 11 years old? Yeah, I've been covering this game before. I joined the game late though, about 2.5 years ago. And if you're interested, you can find more Planetside 2 videos on my channel, even though I am a kind of a multiple tasking kind of YouTuber, so I like to play different games. But we're gonna get into the talk regarding Tides of Summer, which is the name this year when it comes to the summer event in Planetside 2. And as always, you can do some stuff here. You can take your time and go into the summer directives. That is something I will do as well. I did that last summer, so I think I will definitely spend some time checking that out and playing that, you might say, as well when it comes to Operation Tidebreaker. I think that's what it's called. Let me know what you think, if you are enjoying that and if it's worth it in your eyes, in your perspective of playing Planetside 2. By the way, the summer directive is like divided here from July 5 or July 5th until July 31st. The summer directive part 1 takes place, and then from August 1 to August 31st the summer directive part 2 takes place. So you might keep that in mind. If you've already done part 1, there will be a part 2 coming up as well, so you have something to look forward to if you are into those kind of things. But there's something for everyone, I guess, especially when it comes to cosmetics, since you can now also get the Operation Tidebreaker's new Sunburst Corsair and also Sunburst Harasser Lumifiber vehicle cosmetic. I think there should be a pic here so you can see for yourself. But if you're like me, more into, well, you know, playing infantry, I've just started to play a bit more vehicles recently. I'm very much a boots on the ground kind of fella. Then there is supposed to be also something called ADRESS helmet, which is a new helmet added to the depot, so you can check that out. Looks pretty dope. Reminds me actually a bit about the helmet in Halo, or Halo 3 was it? With the flames, if I'm correct. Correct me if I'm wrong, by the way. Alongside with that, you can also go ahead and play with the water pistols and soaker. In this case, as you can see here, the water cannon, by the way, can be used all the way until it ends this event, which was once again August 31st. So I think there might be something for everyone. Let me know your thoughts again if you think that this is enough, or if you would like to see more. Maybe you would like to have a longer kind of event ongoing as well. But from my experience, well, I haven't played the game so long. As I said, I'm only 2.5 years into this cycle of Planetside 2 gaming for me. But I have to say, I see that there are definitely events coming up now and then, which I appreciate, and also these double XP events, which is good for you if you want to grind up or level up your character and your weapons and so forth. So take the opportunity to do that as well. And talking about double XP, you might want to put these dates in your head or on your paper right now, because from July 21st through July 23rd, you are able to get double XP, and that goes for all players, which is a really good thing and a good opportunity. I'm also reading a bit from the latest PC update that was actually made as I'm doing this video, meaning on July 19. And there have also been some new implants added to the game, and the implants are available from basic implant packs, deluxe implant packs, ISO 4 recycler, and the implant crafting interface. This is something also I would like to look into. I haven't spent that much time yet learning exactly what is good for me when it comes to, for example, implants. But for those that have that kind of knowledge or looking forward to something new, well, then you might want to check out this stuff as well. It looks kind of interesting. It's a bit of a topic of itself, or more than that, since I'm scrolling through the list, and it's quite a few that has been added. They have also done some construction changes, UI changes, and also bug fixes. Something that has to be done, and it's kind of a continuous work, even though if we're talking about a game that now is considered to be old. And talking about old, I also wanted to get into the topic a bit when it comes to player count and how the game is overall doing right now. It's kind of funny to look back, for me at least, a bit in the rear mirror, since when I started to play the game, I knew definitely what Planetside 2 was, but I never really got into the game. I tried it like once or twice, but again, I was busy playing other games at that point of time. But then I thought, since I do have a series also on my channel where I go back and check out how games are doing in a certain year. For example, right now I have been doing a few games regarding that series in 2023, obviously. And when I did that, that was some time ago now, I definitely thought that it's going to be one of those moments where I go back and play a bit and then I move on into other games. But in this case, I kind of got stuck when it comes to Planetside 2, and I mean it in a good way, finding a game that I not only made a video about, but something I also started to play even more and learned more about. And therefore, I would highly recommend you to give Planetside 2 a chance now in 2023 as well. If you are new, if you maybe are watching the video and you haven't, one, either played the game in a long time, or two, never touched Planetside 2. So it might be something that could be a lot of fun for you, and don't think too much about the fact that the game is old and there are other new shooters out there, because, well, look at me now. I'm coming back to this game just because some of the newer shooters out there aren't as good as I was hoping for. So with that said, Planetside 2 can definitely be or feel a gap there, kind of an option besides other games that you're playing. But Planetside 2 has lost some players recently, I would say the last 2 months, and gradually a bit also before that, even though it goes a bit up and down. I was checking out the Steam charts and saw that. I mean, it's a roller coaster, isn't it? Sometimes it goes a bit up and down, and we're not talking like a huge fluctuation when it comes to numbers. But it can also be due to the fact that there has been other games coming out. I mean, Battlefield Remastered is one of those like large-scale Battlefield games that has been doing really, really well. I'm not sure if Planetside 2 players enjoy Battlefield Remastered, but I can imagine that it's closer to each other compared to, for example, the Call of Duty game and Planetside 2, if you know what I mean. But with that said, let's hope and fingers crossed that this game will live for a very long time, and that's also why I am telling you that you should give it a try, especially if you haven't played some Planetside 2 before. With that said, thanks for watching, have a beautiful day, and if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, that helps me out on YouTube. Later.